Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to a new episode of Engineering with Shamil. And in today's episode, we are going to discuss about the architecture of a telecom system. So, as we had said in the previous episode, we have talked about the importance of telecommunication system. So, today we are just going to dive a little deeper and we will explore on how the system architecture for a telecom system is designed. So, the first thing that we are going to not the first thing, actually the most important thing for a system architecture is to see how the layout is. And in order to see how the layout is, we need to discuss about the cabling of the telecom system. So in telecom system, there are basically two types of cabling. So the first one is the horizontal cabling and the second one is the backbone cabling. So today we are going to understand what is horizontal cabling and what is backbone cabling, and we are going to do a comparison between both of them. Okay, so before I begin this video, I would request humbly to all my viewers, to all my subscribers, to kindly like, share, and subscribe this video so that it will be a boost for it will boost my motivation in order to prepare future videos as well. So thank you for that. So let's get into the video. So the first thing is, let me show you a picture. So in this picture, if you see, this is a picture of a building, and in this building there is 1, 2, 3 floors. So it's like a G+3 building. There's a ground floor, there's first floor, second floor, and third floor. So in this ground floor, you can see that there are two racks over there. It's in the black in color, and in the first floor, in the first, second, and third, you will see small racks. Okay, and it is also located in a particular room. And in the ground floor also, these two cabinets are located in a particular room. Now, these are the telecom cabinets. Okay, so in order for the telecom system inside a building to work, all these telecom racks needs to be connected between each other and also to the equipments which is present in the individual floor. Okay, now suppose that I have an equipment or you are having an equipment in the third floor of the building. Okay, now normally when you are having a system or let's say a desktop, okay, in order to gain an access to the internet, you need to take a cable, a cat6 cable, okay, from the RJ45 socket to their desktop, to your CPU. Okay, you normally do the connection like that. And what happens is, we only know that we all normally when we connect to the internet, we actually search for an RJ45 port, and then from there we pull it and then we connect it to the CPU. That is the connection which we see from our end. But inside, in the back end, there is actually another cable which is going from the RJ45 port that is near to your equipment to the local floor telecom rack, which is present in the same floor as that of your equipment. Okay, suppose that your equipment is in this particular room where my cursor is. Okay, if there's an RJ45 port, that 45 port will be connected directly to the telecom rack which is present in the same floor. So why so this connection is actually shown with a blue cable. Okay, and if you see, it is horizontal. That is, since it is the same floor, that's why we call this as horizontal cabling. Okay, so whatever you will see in the blue color in each floor, that is horizontal cabling. Now I have connected I have connected my RJ45 port to the telecom rack which is present in the same floor. Now, this telecom rack in the third floor has to be connected to a parent system. Okay, it has to be connected to a main system which is located in the ground floor. So, in order to establish the connection, we have a cable which you see in white color. Okay, we have a cable which you see in white color. So this cable is called as the backbone cabling. Okay, so backbone cabling is a cabling which connects the various local racks in different floors to the main cable rack. Okay, so that is the difference between the horizontal cabling and the backbone cabling. So horizontal cabling, it connects the equipment, the equipment to the local floor rack, while the backbone cabling connects various floor racks to the main cable rack. So this is what the both this is sorry this is the how the two cablings are working. So let us see. Now I have explained to you in a simple manner using a picture. Okay, now let us just revise whatever we have discussed. So the first thing is that when it comes to the horizontal cabling is, it is located in the same floor. Okay, in the same floor, that is your equipment, and the cable rack is located in the same floor. When it comes to backbone cabling, you are connecting between different floors. The horizontal cabling is short in distance. So wherever you are having short distances, you use horizontal cabling. And wherever you have long distances, that is between different floors, in case the cable length is long, then it will be that normally you see in backbone cabling. Now, so in horizontal cabling, it's between the user to the floor rack, whereas while in backbone cabling, it is from the floor rack to the main room. Okay, so this is the difference between, this is the overview between the horizontal cabling and the backbone cabling. Now, in horizontal cabling, you are connecting from the wall outlet, like what I explained, to the telecom rack on the same floor. Okay, and the distance limit for such type of cabling will be 90 meters, because the type of cabling that we are going to use is Cat6 cable for horizontal cabling, and the distance limit is up to 90 meters. That is normally what you use. So for an example, as I said before, it connects from the office computer, that is your local equipment, to the wall socket. And from the wall socket, either the cable runs through the ceiling or through the wall, depending on the location and the convenience of the cabling. And also the aesthetic beauty is also there. So there is, and also other factors will be involved while deciding the cable routing. As the cable passes either through ceiling or to the floor, then it goes directly to the telecom rack on the same floor. So this is how a horizontal cabling is designed. So horizontal cabling is like the last mile connection from the user to the floor's equipment room. Okay. So if you see, the last mile connection means it's like a road inside a neighborhood which connects to the houses. So that's how last mile connection is. So I'll be doing a video on why horizontal cabling is considered to be a last mile connection. So in that I will explain a little more detail about that. Now coming to the backbone cabling. So in backbone cabling, you are connecting different telecom rooms on different floors or different buildings. Okay. So as you have seen in the previous picture, in the first slide, which I have shown you, in that you have seen that the telecom rack in one floor is connected to the main rack, which is located in the ground floor. So it's between different floors. The connection is established between different floors. Okay. So the cable which we use is normally the fiber optic cable, because the distance can be longer than 90 meters, which is the limit for Cat6 cable. So over there we cannot use Cat6 cable. So instead of Cat6 cable, we prefer to use fiber optic cable for backbone cabling. Okay. So the backbone cabling is actually like a highway between different cities. Okay, so that's why. So it actually connects. So backbone cabling is actually a highway that connects different cities. So cities here is the different telecom racks in different floors. Okay, so that's what backbone cabling is all about. Maybe again, I'll be doing a video on how come we compare, how can we see backbone cabling as a highway and all. It's just for your explanation, in order to in order to what is it, expand your understanding. Okay, so maybe I will do separate videos for uh, one for the horizontal cabling as last mile connection, and backbone cabling as highway connection. Okay, so a simple analogy, as I said before, as I said in both the cases, so horizontal cabling is like a road inside a neighborhood, and backbone cabling is like a major highway between connecting different cities. So horizontal cabling is used for short distances. Backbone cabling involves long distances. Horizontal cabling connects users to local rack. Okay, local rack which is located in the same floor. Whereas backbone cabling, it connects telephone racks between different floors or buildings. When the cable which is used in horizontal rack will be Cat6 cable, while the cable which is used in backbone cabling will be fiber optic cable. So to summarize, in horizontal cabling, you are connecting from the user to the respective floor rack, whereas in backbone cabling, you are connecting from the floor rack to the main room. The distance which is involved in horizontal cabling, since it is in the same floor, the distance will be short. While in backbone cabling, since the distance is long, we'll be using fiber optic cable. Okay, and in horizontal cable, we are using Cat6 cable. Okay, and both these systems, both these types of cabling, they follow the TIA, that is the Telecom Industry Association, and Electronic Industry Alliance. Okay, these are two names of the organization, and the code name is the standard number is 568. That is TIA/EIA 568. So it is a set of rules that is designed for the telecom system in order to work in order to make sure that all the components of the telecom system is working properly. Okay, so that's why both this cabling is following this particular standard. So a final reminder, just to summarize, like a takeaway message is that horizontal cabling means it's like a last mile connection, and backbone cabling is like a highway connection. So I hope you have understood the message behind this one. I hope you have understood the gist of this entire presentation. If you have any doubts or any queries regarding this particular topic, please share it in the comment section below, and I will try to answer to the best of my knowledge. Thank you once again, and as I humbly requested in the beginning of the video, kindly like, share, and subscribe, and to see more of my videos. And thank you once again, and wishing you all a very nice day. I will see you in the next video.